It's changed a lot. From that very first audition where I sat next to him and I was nervous, and he tried to calm me down, and then they hired me, and I show up, that first season, and he treated me as an equal. I'll never forget how comfortable he basically put his arm around me and made me feel like it was just me and Chris and him. And he was an analyst and I'm an analyst, and we're going to talk about these games. The show was only an hour back then, but just how he made me feel. Where our relationship changed is when, I don't know if you remember the silly Sports Center commercials years ago that we used to do. Well, Game Day used to do commercials like that, and we would go out to LA. And my life changed from being single when I first was on the show to being married, to then having preemie babies. We had twins that were 2 pounds each. They were born very early. And we would inevitably get into conversations because he's a guy that he asks you how you doing. Now, how you really doing? Like a coach.
Digging deep.
And I would open up and I would talk to him and he would listen. That was the key because my dad didn't listen real well. He would listen and then he would listen and listen. And then he would give me a thought or two about almost like wisdom that he was giving me. So that would happen one time and then another time, then another time, then another time. Then it became like something I looked forward to and I needed.
Yeah.
So I guess like another father figure in my life. And then he had a stroke about 12 or 13 years ago, and he lost his ability to speak and use the right side of his body. And he's worked real hard to get it back. Well, then I found myself kind of like full circle. I try to be what he was to me. I try to help him whenever I can, however I can. Just because, number one, that's what a friend should do.
Right.
But number two, as he gets, he's into his late 70s, into his 80s. I think a lot of people watch him and they see him tripping on his words and they think, oh, that son of a bitch, he's so old. Why is he still there? And I'm like, if you only knew his cognitive mind is as sharp as ever, he struggles sometimes getting his words out because of that stroke. So whatever I can do when he gets tripped up, I try to just be there just as a little bridge or, just try to do it as subtly as I can. And so, we've gone from just one extreme where I'm just looking up at him like, what do I do?
Right.
To, becoming his equal, I guess, for many years, and now just trying to help him in any way I can.